Hello, welcome to FS19, and this is my mod video for week commencing the 16th. So most of these, well, all of these come out near the beginning of the week. A couple of them come out yesterday. It's now Friday the 20th. I did have a quick check this morning, and I didn't see any extras. So what I've got is the two equipment, well, not equipment, the two buildings or silo ones, a tractor, and then all the equipment here that I'm going to review. And what I'll do is we might as well start with this little one right in front of us here. This here is, and if I get it right, let's find my notes because I don't want to give you all the wrong information. Right, yeah, this is the chain harrow. This chain harrow can help to remove the weeds from the field, and it is cheaper than the normal weeder and ideal for a starting farm. The width is 6 meters. The price in the shop, let's go into the shop, and it's under equipment, and then it will be under, I think it won't be under power harrows, will it? No, it's probably under weeders because it is a weeder. Yeah, there we go, chain harrow. Price is, I've still got it on dollars, but it doesn't matter what currency you're running. It's $1,499. That said 6 meters, 12 mile an hour speed. That's it really. So it's going to customization. Only one customization feature is the main color, which will add an extra 1,000 to the price. So instead of being 1,499, it's 2,499. Lease costs, let's go back to standard because most people will lease it in the standard form, probably won't upgrade it. You're getting 76 initial costs, and then 29 base, 31 per hour, and 14 per day. So that's, come back out of that. I've did this in green, and it's in I'm sure I did it in John Deere green, but it comes out like a glossy, I don't know, it's like a weird galvanized coloured, you can see as that was galvanized steel. Oh, not that one. That's another mod that I'll be showing in a bit. But it's like a galvanized, and then it's been like coated. So we'll go over to a field and start doing some weeding. So I'll be back I'll see you in a second over on the field. Right, I'm over at a field. I have a field that is just over inundated with weeds. I've picked the smallest and lowest powered tractor I've got in the base game, which is 95 brake horsepower. This is for small farms and small fields. So if you're doing that, you're going to be running small tractors. Let's see if the smallest can pull this at 12 mile an hour. So we'll unfold it. Put it out, drop it down, and it seems to be pushing the back wheels up on the tractor. But yeah, let's have a look to see what happens when we put a hard worker in. Yeah, hard worker won't do it, so that's not good. So I'm constantly having to put right hand lock on it. So let's try a different tractor. Let's try, I think we should go for a medium or a slightly bigger, but I'm wondering whether I don't know, but it's taking the weeds out and it's pulling it okay. It just seems to be, you have to fight the steering. But it seems to, I wonder if it's because I need to run with the furrows. No, it's nothing to do with the furrows either. No, so it finds a position, still not completely going. Alright, but that works. You can see what it does. It takes out the weeds. Lift it up. Let's fold that up. And let's go and do the next one. So I'll see you in a couple of seconds. Back where the equipment is. Okay, right. Now, this next one is the Unia COS 3S. This is 10,500 in the shop. Its working speed is 15 kilometers an hour. Required horsepower is 115, and working width is 3 meters. It's a cultivator. Manufacturer is Unia Group, and it's by AgroMods FS. It's 10.02 megabytes. Yeah, and let's have a look in the shops. The only thing I didn't tell you about the last one, about the chain harrow, it's by Luca Modding. Sorry about that. That was Luca Modding on the chain harrow. These are all in the mod hub, so you will be able to find it. So let's go into here. We know this one is a cultivator, so it should be in cultivators, and it should be right near the end. Here we go. Unia, and it's a COS 3S, 10,500. You should be looking at running it with a 650 weight on the front by the looks of it. And they're saying 9 mile an hour, which I wrote down because I had it in kilometers, but it's 9 mile an hour, which is 15 kilometers an hour, roughly, give or take. So details. Customization, nothing. It is what it is. You get it as it is, and yeah, that's it. So you need 115 horsepower. So let's come back out of this, and we will grab a tractor, and I'll see you over at the field. Right, we're back over at our field. As you can see, our really bad weeding job and our tractor with a weeder there. So I've gone with the Fence 511C, which is 115 horsepower, which is what it says it needs. So I've gone for the rock bottom. So just see if it works. I've put the 650 agro weight on the front, which it recommended, and we'll see what it works like. First of all, we will do it ourselves. So let's drop the plough or the cultivator, and there you go. It cultivates nice. It's staying straight. Well, as long as I keep steering straight. Yeah, it's working well. 3 meter width, lovely. Right, let's see how she goes with a hard worker. No problems at all. So yeah, that is the Unia COS 3S cultivator, 3 meters. Yeah, a nice little mod. Like I say, it is what it is. It's reasonably cheap. No frills, no spills. You get what you pay for. So yeah. So that's that one. So we will now nip back over to where the rest of the equipment is, and we'll look at the next one. Okay, next is the Fliegl Media Mid. Now, hopefully I haven't destroyed that name too much, but this trailer was made in by a Swedish manufacturer, Fliegl Media Mid, small and flexible grain trailer with pendulum axles, which that means not a lot to me. Base price 11,800, capacity from 6,000 to 15,000. This is in the 15,000 configuration. The 6,000, you have the top bit is missing, so you only have the bottom section of panels. Options is toolbox, which you can see at the front of the mudguards which are there, cover which I've put on, and then high sides and different tyres. So I've gone full whack on this. So we'll go in and I'll show you what that is. But this is Alpha is Big E, and it's 10.95. So let's go into trailers, and it'll be in with your normal trailers because it is a grain trailer. So we go right up to the end. Here it is. Medium mid drop side trailer 11,800. It takes all of your normal standard things. So 6,000 litres, you get this, and this is the base. So then if you go up 1,500 double-sided, and then you go designs, standard, mudguards. So it puts your mudguards on. Toolbox, takes the mudguards off. Toolbox and mudguards. which is another 400. Then attaches is standard or trailer hitch. So around the back, you've got trailer hitch. You could, by the looks of it, daisy chain these, and you could have yourself multiple trailers. So it's 150 for the trailer hitch. The capacity is an extra 2,000. And right, wheel setup. You've got T404 400 by 60 R15 5s, AW309 500/50 R17s, which are slightly chunkier. And then you've got AW305. I think they're the. Is it the same? No, you've got AW305 360/70 R16s. So 16, 17s, 15, 5s. So your biggest is the 17s, which are those ones, which are 800. And then last category is cover. You have the cover on there, it's 500. There's no choice of colours, it is as it is, but fully laden, it goes from 11,800 to 15,650, which is what I have here. So that's basically it. Let's jump in the tractor, and then you can see we can take the cover off, and I really should get another one, and we'll see if we can chain these together. Or yeah, let's do that. I'm going to go and grab another trailer, and I'll be back in 2 seconds. Okay, I'm back. I've put another trailer on. On this one, all I did was double. I'll put the extra capacity. I didn't add the mud guards or the toolbox or the trailer hitch or the canopy. As you can see, where the canopy, it puts those little black triangles, so it gives you the dome. So yeah. Brake lights are there. Let's have a look at. Didn't check this on the other one, did I? Lights. Yeah. So yeah, that's the Meta Mid, and yeah, you could keep daisy chaining these, and I'm sure you could put any other trailer that runs the same amount. So let's leave those here. And move on to the next one. So right, next one is this trailer, which is the KT10, which is 10,000. You need 80 horsepower to run it because you've got PTO, as you can see. Capacity 12,000 litres. Additional options: colour variant, body green, red and blue. You can see I've got the green and the blue here, and choice of PTO. And what I mean by the PTO, if you look at the front of this one, the PTO is up here, and then you look at this one, the PTO drops down. So I think it all depends on what vehicle you're running, how you want the PTO to look and be. So, but when you change the PTO to drop, when you end up with this yellow here, and on the PTO there, you got that there. So this is a manufacturer's rostal mash. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. It looks as though it's oh, I wish I wouldn't do that. Keep doing that. It's looking like it's Eastern Bloc type with the writing there, Russian, Croatian, something like that. I don't know. I don't understand the language. Well, actually, it must be Russian because it says the author is Rus Agrotech. So, yeah, it's a 6.23 megabyte, and it basically feeds your total mixed ration. I'll jump in the tractor so we can have a look. Start up the engine, that does help. So yeah, as you see there, the it's like an almost straight prop, but you put the feed in there, and then You've got your total mix ration up on the side there, and then tip side left and right, which you can change. So it'll tip out one way or the other. So when you go in to feed the cows, yeah, that's it. There's really not a lot else I can say about that. Let's drop that one. We'll hitch up to the green one so you can see the difference in the way the props link. It's quite nice at the top. It's a nice straight prop. That's not too bad. It extends it, which props would do anyway. But yeah, nice. And it runs electrics for the lights. So as there's electrics for the lights, brakes are there, indicators are there, hazards, no reverso because it's just a trailer, reflectors all the way down. Not a bad little trailer, that one. So yeah, jump out of that. Let's jump into the shop. I'll quickly show you that one in the shop. So that one, being that it's a total mix ration, will be under animals, and that's it there. It does say it's Rostall mesh, but I don't know. I didn't check that out. Something I probably should have looked at. So KT10, 10,000, and this is what it will do. A forage mixer blends silage, hay, straw into a total mix ration, TMR, and can be fed to your cows. So customization, you jump in here. So you've got green, red, blue. Right, so you get the yellow if you go with the green and the red, and if you go to the blue, you get like the grey, and then you've got standard PTO and the adapter PTO. So that's it. That is the total. The red's not too bad, but yeah, that is the KT10. So let's go on to the next. This is the Dagraville, as you can see it on the side there, B132B. Dagraville trailer, triple axle, 3 axle, 62,430, 27,900 litres. Tyre choices, there was, so added new wheels through the modifications. So this manufacturer's Dagraville trailer. This is by Simu Agri Modding. Simula Agri Modding. 467 megabyte. This has been updated because it's version 1.1.00. Because there's a change log for 1.1.0.0, which is a new configuration, new wheels and 3D modifications. So let's go into the shop, and this one will be under trailers along with that one, which is, there it is. So it takes all your normal crops plus total mixed ration, wood chip, silage, hay, grass, straw, fertilizer, manure, total mixed ration, pig food, lime. So it takes just about everything. I think the only thing it didn't take was root crops, is it? Oh yeah, and it does take root crops as well. So it takes everything. So no change of colour, so it's orange all the way. So you've got 27,900 capacity, 33,600 capacity, 37,400 capacity, 41,200 capacity, and that's it. So if you go top capacity is 3,000, and then wheel brands, you've got Trelleborg, Michelin, Knockin, and that's Trelleborg. Wheel setup standard, they got wide tyres, and then if you go to Michelin, wide, Knockin, just standard. Design, you have with bridge, which is this bit here, with ladder, as you can see, with bridge and ladder, which is what I did on the one I've got. And I think I went with Knockin tyres because they're the dearest. So full up, so you have total capacity of the Knockin tyres, and then you have the bridge and ladder. You're looking at 68,420, which it's about another 6,000 on top. and then you can you got a tip shutter at the back, and I think the back actually opens as well when it tips. I don't know whether it's lift up on a ram. We will have a look in a minute, and we'll look at the actions of that. So you get prop connects and you get all the lines. So let's have a look at the lights. Brake lights are there, indicators are there, hazards are there, and reverse lights are there. And we have got a beacon. Nice. So with that, let's force and unload if we can. There you go. Back opens. She rams up. That's a lovely movement there. Nice. So let's close her back down. And then we'll change and see what happens when we use. So grain. Same again. Hatch opens and she comes up. So that is the Daggerville B132B. Very nice trailer. I think it's got a steering back axle. You have to have quite a big trailer because, or actually, does that? Ah, it does. Right mouse button and up and down alters your hitch. So if I do that right up, that's better. Now the back wheels are on the ground, and the front axle steers and the rear axle steers. So you can probably get quite a tight turn if you've got a reasonably compact yard. So that's that one. Now we'll move on to, let's turn all these lights off on this. This little one here. So quite a few pieces of equipment this week, but let's grab this one. This is it here. Right, so we've got the Joskin 30 cap pack manure spreader. This working width for 9 meters, prices from 25,000 to 32,000. Manufacturers Joskin, category manure spreader, and the author is, now I'm probably going to get this wrong, but you'll be able to see it when we go in there. Mephiuphis. You'll see it's a 9.08 meg. So let's go into, oh come on, into the shop, and then we want manure spreader, and it is this one here. So what you've got is you've got the FC 4008 9U, which is 8,000 litres with a 9 metre spread, 114 horsepower, or you've got the 5508 12U, which is 12,000 litres, 9 metre spread. So same spread, you just go from 8,000 litres to 12,000 litres, and 144 brake or 114 brake. They both do 7 mile an hour. They both do manure spreading, and that's it for capacities. Now all the extras inside are the same. So wheel brands, you've got trailer board standard and wide, Michelin standard and wide, knocking standard, design green or design grey. So it just looks like galvanized, looks like galvanized steel, just like a even like aluminium, but it looks more galvy than anything else. You can't change the wheels colors or anything. Definitely prefer it in the green, but yeah. So let's go back and go into this one. As you can see, it's a short body single axle, same again, and the 3 different wheel brands. So if you go with Knockin Snow Extra, I don't, it's only when you put the white tyres on you have to pay an extra 1,000, and if you go to grey and take the colour off, you have to pay an extra 300. So you're going to leave it green all day long, aren't you? unless you've got a thing about pure metal. No, I don't want to buy it. I want to go back. Pure metal colour. But yeah, in the larger one, you've got the second axle. So that's it. What we can do, I put single axle on there. I didn't do the double one. So I will grab a tractor that's got the power, which will be my little green one down there. We'll get some manure in the trailer and we'll do a little bit spreading up on the field we were cultivating. So I'll see you in a minute. Right, we're back at the field. I've got a full trailer of fertilizer. We are now going to start spreading on this field. So unfold them and spreader first. So 9 metre spread. I'm going for it mega fast, but you wouldn't want it on a big field like this, but this is just so you can see. That's not a problem. Right, let's try a hired worker. Yeah, straight in there, no problems at all. So yeah, that's the Joskin 30 cap manure spreader. I don't know whether there's actually, yes, it's a wind pack. Yeah, so this is 4008-9U and the other one is the 12U, which was the 5609 or something like that. So not bad. That's spreading all right, you know. I've done a whole run. That's quite a large field and we're probably going to use about 50%. Now to do this whole field you would have been doing a lot of trailers. You'd want a bigger one than this. So saying about a bigger one, we will have a look at the next one, which is a bigger one. So stop that, fold her back up. We'll see you back over there and we'll have a look at the next one. Okay, next is the Joskin Tornado 3. This is made by Joskin. It is 49,000. It's a 15 metre spread, so a little bit shy of double of what that smaller one was. Choice of tyres, optional beacon, control of ladder with the mouse. So the ladder on the side there, I think you can drop it down. We will have a look at that. A realistic rotors animation. This has had a change log, so this is now 1.1.0.0. New dirt and wear map. Added hydraulics and air and electric hoses, which is quite nice. It's nice to see that on the front. Updated air consumer to 0.4 and the old was 0.3. So right, so this is a manure spreader. Author is ETA La Marchos. Sorry if I've destroyed your name. And it's 6.65 megabytes. So let's have a quick look in the shop. Manure spreaders again. So we are looking at this one. 19,000 litres. 49,000. That's not too bad actually, considering that's about double the size. It's 27. Actually, it's not, is it? That's not much bigger, and you're looking at over double the price. But that does do lime as well. Anyway, 11 mile an hour, 15 minute spread. It's going to customizations. So you've got Trelleborg, and there's no difference. You've got Trelleborg, Michelin's, which is an extra 750. So let's go those. Design standard or with beacon, which puts it up on the top here. And that's it. That is the Joskin Tornado 3 manure spreader. So let's go and have a look at this out there. Need 130 horsepower. Right, we're back. I've grabbed a Fence 313, which is 100 and I think it's about 148 or something. It's just over what the minimum is for this spreader. So to move the ladder, you push left mouse button and left and right, and that will open and close the ladder. So we're going to go off and get some manure, and I will see you at the field. Right, we're on our way to the field. Let's have a quick look at lights. So there's your lights and indicators, brakes, 4 ways. Have we got reverse lights? I think we have. Yep. And then beacon. There we go. So we're all good on lights. So let's have a look, see what she's like for spreading. So we'll unfold her, open her up. You can't lift or lower the toe point, so and like I say, this is a 15-meter spread. That's not too bad. And she's pulling it, not a problem. So you can go quite some. This is a small tractor, and it'll pull that with no real problems. Let's put a hard worker on it. Yeah, hard worker works. I quite like that. That's a good little tractor. Now, we did 50% of that trailer almost to the end. We finished a little bit early. Let's see how we get on with this one, because this one's doing wider, but it is larger. Let's see what the spread ratio is compared to the smaller Joskin. And I think we're probably going to get a lot better spread. Not a lot. But she was nearly on 50%, and now. So what are we on here? Let's stop her at the end there. So 61%. 61% on one run. Let's have a quick look at this one down here. I want to see how much is in that one. That was almost done. She wasn't for us, probably another percentage or whatever. So let's jump in this one. And she's on 55. Yeah, so yeah, roughly about the same. They're probably spreading about the same rate, which is quite nice because that means they're roughly about the same. Didn't put a weight on the front of that one. It does. I don't know whether it actually. Let's have a quick look in the shop. I don't know whether it recommended a weight or not. Let's have a look. No, doesn't recommend a weight for the front, not like it did with these ones. So, or was it inside? Customize. No, I'm sure this one recommended a weight. Perhaps no, that was me then. I was making it up. Okay, right, we'll drop back over. We've got a couple more tractors, a couple more trailers to look at. So let's jump back. Okay, right, next we have the Fliegl VFW 18,000. 28,000, 150 horsepower required. Configuration options. It's got design, deco, color configuration, tire configuration, and dynamic hoses. Manufacturers Fliegl, category slurry tanker, and it also is SVT modding, and it's 6.69 meg. So let's have a look in the shop. So slurry tank. Up the end here, this one here, Fliegl. Going to customize. Right, so 8,000 litres, 100 horsepower, 2 metre spread, 10 mile an hour. It looks like these fold down, or they spread from there, which is slightly different because they're up high, but we'll wait and see. You can change the colour of the rims. So it looks as though if you have anything other than the original colour, it's going to cost you an extra 300. Then you got design colour, which doesn't cost you anything extra from the side. Wheels, Trelleborg, Michelin. So Trelleborg standard and wide, Michelin standard and wide. So Michelin wide 24, Michelin standard 2, Trelleborg 0 for standard and 18 for wide. So full up, you're looking at 3,700 from 28. So it's an extra 2,700, which is right. So it's 24 for the wheels and tyres and 300 for the paint on the rims. Yeah, it's. You could probably put it that way. I wonder if they've got Fliegl red. Or the. That's a little bit more like it. Maybe the Hardy. Yeah, the Hardy red looks a bit better. Anyway, let's have a look at this on the. Right, we're on our way to the to the field. Again, let's have a look at lights. So there's lights. We've got 4 ways. We've got indicators. We have brakes. We have reverse. Now beacons. No, there's no beacons on it, but there's some on the tractor. Right, I tried it on one of the John Deere's. The only thing you need to make sure is when you have this trailer is when you get you need a high hitch, because on the John Deere only has a low hitch and the back wheels are off the ground. You need a high hitch to keep it level. So with that, let's come round onto the field. We need a bit more room. I think this is a 15 metre spread, did I say? We will soon find out. So let's turn her on. There we go. Different. About the same as what we had with the manure spreader. But not bad. I quite like the movement. Let's see if it works with a hard worker. It does. So let's see what this does. See how far one of these goes. This has got a fair old bit in it. I'd be surprised if it makes it to the other side, because we're already at 75%. And this is field 7 on Ravensport, so you'll be able to go on and see the size of the field. Yeah, we might be about 50%, about the same as the small manure spreader. So just under. Yep, okay. That is the Fliegl VFW 1800 by STV Modding. Right, next we'll see you back on the yard with the rest of the trailers. Okay, next we have the, well, Velzetti. I don't. This is a manufacturer. I don't know. So it's the Velzetti multi-wheeled 250. This is another slurry tank. 51,000, 25,000 litres. Slurry injector with a 2.9 metre work width. The slurry injector is 5100. It does support other tools. I have 2 here, because you have this one here, which has a link on the back, so I take it you can put the injection systems that inject in the ground, and they do this one where you can buy this attachment which goes on and injects in the bottom. And then I think there's just a standard one, so there's 3 variants, and you can change colours. As you can see, that's got red signs, that's got black. You can change the wheels, I've got chrome, I've got blue. And let's go into the shop for this one, because this has got a little bit more than the last one. So you got a Velzetti here. This is a Motorwheel 250, and then you got the injector. The injector is 5,100, which fits on the back of only one type. So let's go to there and go to customization. So on the back you have pump plate. So you got pump plate that just kicks out. Then you have 2-point hydraulics, so you can fit attachments on that on other ones. And then you got the support for tool injector, which is tool injector just showed. Design, you have black, you have blue, you have red, and they are priced accordingly. 250 for those. For the plates on the back, the only one that costs more is 2-point hydraulic, which is another 11,000. Then you'd have to buy another tool. Michelin's knock-in or Trailerborg, so that's another 2,100. And then you have rim colour, which you have all these colours right down to chrome. Design colour, which is the colouring. I think it's the colouring there. Have a look. Yellow, yeah. So it's all your accents here, all your colouring here, your pipes, all your little bits and pieces. And then main colour is your frame. So if you had it full up and you was putting a back plate on those, so let's change the design colour. So I think design colour costs you no extra. Main colour, there we go. So you're looking at 65,550 from the base charge of 51,000. So there's a lot of messing around, a lot of configuration. You can open this pipe out, so you'll be filling up. If you've got a slurry pit, you can put a slurry pit, put that in slurry pit, and simulate filling up. So just 250 horsepower to run this one. So let's come back out of that. And I don't think so. I'm going to have to go with, and it should work with the John Deere because it's a low hitch and it's a low. You got a low attacher. So I keep forgetting to start the engine. So we'll go with the one with the injector spikes. Yeah, that's not too bad. I don't know whether you can. No, so left mouse and left and right lifts that in and out, up and down. Is that, so you can simulate putting it into a slurry pit and then filling up. So let's go and fill this up and I'll see you up on the field. Right, you've got a gauge on the side of the tank there which tells you whether it's half or full, and then beacons, four ways, left, right, rear lights, brake lights, reverse lights. So all the normal, and they all work. So it's so we need to select the back part and then V drops them into the ground, and then we need to turn on the slurry. So that is injecting into the ground as well from what I can gather. We will have a quick look. No. There we go. Now we're injecting into the ground. Can't see any difference in the textures from when it's not. So that's pulling all right. Let's hard worker. That's okay. Let's have a quick look at the map. So we should be able to, if we go, yeah, there we go. That's showing cultivated, and there we go, fertilized. So it's giving you a deep state fertilization by the looks of it. So, and it's not doing a lot, but then again, it's not very wide. So yeah, that would take a long time. I'm going to meet you back over on the yard, and we will have a look at this John Deere. This John Deere tractor, which is the 8370 RT, so it's the 8 series. And if we go and pick up my information, it is the John Deere 8 RT series. Starting price is 389,000 to 435,100. 365 horsepower to 420 horsepower. 3 engine configurations. You've got 8320, 8345 and 8370. Track configurations 400mm, 450mm, 600mm, 630, 750. tracks basic configurations: 2 meters, 2.3, 2.6, and 3. So what you've got here, which I've done, is this one has the thinnest tracks, which is the 16-inch 400, but with the widest spacings, and this one has got the widest tracks with the smallest spacings. You got US and EU configuration. So if we come around the back, you'll see the difference. One's got the warning triangle and one's got the sign. So this will be the EU and this will be the US. Then front weight configuration, which you can see I've put full front weights on them. You can run from none to all of it. And what was it last but not least? 1 beacon or 2 beacon configuration, warning sign configurations. Doors open. And yeah, this is by Stenkemp Modding. It's 14.26 megabyte. I can't speak today. So let's go into the shop and have a look at it. So tractors, and I'm sure this is under large tractors because it is quite big. You can get quite a size. So there you go, 8LT series, 389,000 starting, and then it's yeah, 394 horsepower, 24 mile an hour, so customize. So first of all, standard front bracket, 300, 500, 700, 1100, so 1750 if you're in that. Right, then you got your wheel brands, so you got 2 meter, 2.3, 2.6, 3 meter, so that's your spacings out. So cost you extra money for those. Wheel setup, 16-inch, 45, 60, 63, and 75, which is 750 mil, which is 13-inch. So they've done. Then you got 1 beacon, 2 beacons, depending on how you do it. So you got 1 beacon, 2 beacons, 1 beacon with warning. So you got the sticky out bits, and 2 beacons with the sticky out bits. So then you've got US configuration and EU. So US would give you the big sticky outs with a warning triangle. EU would give you shorter ones, but with your high vis. So the US costs you nothing, EU costs you 500. Yeah, so EU, if you go 1 beacon, EU configuration, you lose the stick out bits. So that actually doesn't work, does it? So anyway, engines, 8320, so it gives you 365 horse, 394 horse for the 345, which is 19500, 420 for the 370, which is 38150, and then, well, that's the big one. That is the big one. So there you go. So that now is fully laden with everything, and you're looking at 435,100. Yeah, I get that right. So that is the John Deere 8RT series. Yes, nice motor. So let's jump inside, get it out. So push the center button and move left. That door opens, and then right, and it closes. That's it, just the door. You can't open any windows, but that's not a problem. So let's start her up. Lights, high beam, indicator. Yep, there is a horn, 4 ways, and beacons. Then you got rear work lights and front work lights. Jump inside and have a look. So doesn't tell you whether lights, but it does do your indicators. Very well detailed. So that's the John Deere. What we will do now is we'll jump outside and hopefully we are going to move on to this here, which is the salt silo basically. So we'll get this right. Right, placeable salt station, a free placeable salt silo which can be used to fill up salt spreaders. Right, so you can't use it on trailers, you need to have a salt spreader, and that will fill your salt spreaders, and then you can do salt spreading for the winter. So didn't plan that very well, did I? But filled salt spreader silo is 15,000. Price per 1,000 litres is 667. And yeah, this is manufacturer says Wingman, but the author is Wingman. So it's basically just a unbranded categories miscellaneous. So that is that. There's really not a lot I can say about that. It's like all the other multi-silo that give out, you pull underneath it, fill up what you want, and off you go. So last but not least, we have right, so dynamic grain storage, a large grain storage. Decide which box you want to use. Capacity is 200,000 litres each box. Box selection for unloading is TK. Box selection for loading is key R. It is VD Industries manufacturer, Farm Buildings, and the author is Vortex Designs and LS Modding, 17.44 megabyte. So basically you come in here and tip your product, and from that you choose which one of these 6 you put it in. So you've got 6 there and you can open. I've opened 3 of the doors, but if I go over to this one here and click there, I'll close that door, go to this one, open that door, but then you'd need to close that door as well. So it's this time to show you how this works. So I've already got wheat in that first bay, so I've got potatoes and wood chips in these 2 trailers. So we're going to pull in, and we should hopefully, if we've got the right one, there we go, the right ones. Top hinge, right, that's there, so we should be able to there we go, and then we pick a slot. So we pick that slot there, confirm unload into there. Let's drop back trailer, right, so you can't put potatoes in there, so it's only I wonder if that means we can't put wood chips in there. So now I can put grain in at the moment, so let's try wood chips. So this looks as though it's probably only going to be grain storage. It does say large grain store, but no harm in trying, you never know. Yep, right, so it's only your grains, so none of your root crops or anything else. So let's just tip this here, because I just want to show you how loading. Right, so then you should be able to go in and scoop them with a bucket, or I'd say a conveyor belt, or then you go into here, push T, click on the one you want, confirm, and then you should be able to start filling. Press R, click that one, confirm, There we go. And that will empty out from inside there, but each one of those is 200,000 litres. So stop that. And that's my wheat. So that's the mods for this week. A bit ragtag and a bit all over. Could have been better planned with the salt one and had a salt spreader. But hopefully that will help you. Hopefully show you some of the bits that are out there. This store is going to be awesome if you haven't got a store and you want to put something in different. I quite like that. Only holds 6 different products, but if you're going to be specialising in a few products, that's the one to go for. So yeah, thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Give us a like, give us a subscribe, share the video if you want to share the video, and leave us a comment. Let us know what you think. Yeah, so until next time, happy farming. Goodbye.